Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. For those who are new, welcome. I hope you guys are having a great day. I'm sorry this video is late. I have been sick since my last treatment and I apologize for the delay in this video, but I hope you guys are having a great day. Today I'm going to show you how I made my skull lantern. Let me tell you, this was the project that took the longest because there's so many parts to this project that it just took forever. Glue, nothing worked. Nothing worked. I found, cause you gotta leave that space behind the skulls for the light to come through. So I'm like, work with me. So I ended up doing a light sanding in those areas. That allowed the glue to stick. So just a hint, use some very light sanding, very light. By the way, that's your tip if you want to do this project. But otherwise, I hope you guys like it. Don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Comment below. Let me know what you guys thought about this project, and I hope you guys enjoy. Alright guys, so what you're going to need to make the lantern is you're going to need a glass silicone cylinder. You're going to need some tacky glue. I got some fast grip ones, so it will dry faster. You're going to need some caulk. You're going to need a lot of skulls and skull parts to fill in some empty spaces. You're also going to need some masking tape, all right? And that's to hold everything together, since it's a circle, while it's drying. All right, I will be back and we're going to get started with our skull heads. All right guys, like I said, today we're going to work on the skulls. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to drill holes into our skulls, and the next thing that we'll do on our skulls, as you can see here, is we're going to try to flatten the back, so when I glue it onto the glass, the eyes, you'll be able to see the glow from the candles on the inside. So that's what we're doing today, is we're drilling eyes, and then we're going to even out the back. And to do that, you'll need a block of wood so you don't mess up your table. You can do this inside or out, but because it's plastic, I don't want it outside so that animals can get it. All right, so we have our next skull, and we're gonna set them on our block. I am using a 1/8 inch drill bit. It's working great on the plastic, so, and it's the right size that I need, so that's what I'm working with. All right, so you set the drill in its eye. Watch your fingers. There we go. And there is our second one. Like I said, we'll cut the back here. That will be the next step. But you just keep doing that to all of your skulls. And then we'll be back and we'll cut the the backs of it off. I'll show you with the Dremel. All right guys, so this next step is going to get messy, so I suggest wearing safety glasses, a mask, cover up, because it's pretty much going to go everywhere. But just want to let you know, wear safety gear when you do this next step. All right guys, so we're going to cut our skulls after we drill the holes. So like I said, I've used scissors, I've used wire cutters, I've used X-Acto knives trying to get these backs off, but none of them worked. So we're going to use the Dremel tool. So here we go. go. Now, it looks like this afterwards because it's hot and melted. So I'm just taking a pair of wire cutters here and I'm just grabbing the sides here to clean it up a little bit. At the end, before I go and glue them on, I am going to take a toothbrush and wires to clean out each one. But then, once you have it cleaned up as much as you like, then we're going to just take it and put it on our glass. And yeah, you can see through. All right. Now we're just going to continue on for the rest of them. See you guys in a little bit. Casey's slippery, guys. So we got our eyes cut out. We got the backs off. Now we're going to glue. And to glue, we're going to use some tacky glue. And we're going to use masking tape to help hold the skulls on while they're drying. All right, and I'm going to start at the bottom. So I'm just putting some tacky glue on the back of the skull. Try to move the camera down. And I'm just going to hold it here for a few moments. I would use hot glue, but the problem with hot glue is that it might pop off, and I don't want that to happen. So that's why I'm choosing not to use hot glue, which would stick it faster. And you just keep going around. All right, guys, so we're gonna give this an extra day to dry. And I know I kind of cheated. I used hot glue gun where I could, and I changed up my glue to a quick dry glue, and I did a combination of quick dry and glue gun to get them to stick on because they were popping off. So I'm giving them an extra day to dry. Plus it's raining outside and kind of like don't want to do the next step here inside. I want to do it outside. So we're going to prepare for the next one. So we're going to take our, let me move you here. We're going to take our body parts out. Look, there's already one there. Crappy bag, so we're going to recycle that. We're going to take our wire cutters and see, one already fell off. See, they've been popping off here lately. So we're going to cut, sorry, I'm not in frame. We're going to cut an arm. Come on. There we go. Got an arm. And we'll cut a leg. My apologies, guys, I'm off frame. We're going to cut another leg. I'm going to cut this arm off. There we go. And I said we're going to cut the spine right here. There we go. Got a spine and a pelvis. And since I've got so many heads, I'm just going to cut the head off. And so we got a torso. Have these heads off to the side. So we've got torso, we've got 2 arms, we got 2 legs, and We have a pelvic bone slash spine. So we're going to cut these all off, except for, see, they're falling off again. We're going to keep cutting these up, and then I will be back, and then hopefully it will be done raining, and we will get started. All right, talk to you guys soon. All right, guys, so now the time has come after you've got everything glued onto your vase, excuse me, and you've cut out all your pieces. Now we're going to use our caulk gun to cover up all the empty spaces between the skulls, and be careful because they might still pop off. I've been having a lot of issues with my skulls popping off, and I'm like, what? I've used hot glue, I've used tacky glue, now I've been using the E6000 one. We'll see which one works. But anyway, everything is on, not falling off at the moment, thank goodness. But you're going to need a caulk gun, some gloves, and your parts. All right, let's get started. All right, here we go. I am going to start at the base. And as you go, you can stick your parts in there. Okay, now before we paint everything, again, we want to protect the eyes because we drilled those eyes so we could see through the eyes. You're going to need a lot of these pipe cleaners. Get them at the dollar store. I suggest getting a wire cutter, and you don't need to cut a lot, a big, whatever, big strip of it, just enough. Like that might be too long, but we'll see. Just enough to go into our eyes, so that when we go to paint, we don't get paint in the eyes. All right, and just keep doing this for all of your skulls, and then I'll be back and we will continue painting. All right, guys, so as you can see, I've got all those eyes all covered up. And now I'm going to paint it white. Dry. Come back and we'll do another layer. All right, guys, so now once you've had it dried outside, I had to bring it in because it was about to rain. We finished drying here. You're going to take your pipe cleaners out of the eyes of your skulls, and there she is. Now all you need to do is just simply put in some T-Vies or votives or whatever you want, like so. And of course it's daylight right now, so it doesn't really glow and my table's all messy, but look at her glow. Oh, she looks so good. All right, guys, so like movie magic, it's dark, and just like that, there they are. Hee hee, look at that. Aren't they looking good? Awesome. I love it. Love it. I love it. All right, well, if you made it this far, I thank you so very much. This was my favorite project and it worked out great. I can't believe it. But anyway, it's so adorable. But I hope you guys enjoy it, and there will be another video out this week too because it's Halloween. I wanted to do my final Halloween project. Also, I'm going to put out another video to get your ideas on something special for Halloween. All right, I love you guys. Mwah! Bye-bye.